Hello everyone, MDio here. We're gonna have a bit more serious episode today. So I've strapped on my flying goggles and we're gonna go fly around a bit. Hold on to the seat of your pants, cause here we go. Some of you have probably noticed that my Let's Plays have been, shall we say, scatterbrained, all over the place, discontinuous. It seems that I had hit a point where I wasn't sure what to do. Because honestly, this is the longest I've ever had a Minecraft world before. By this point, I probably would have deleted the world once or twice, and I would have been farming resources again, trying to build up my base, just trying to be a little bit more like the game has some feeling of what it needs to do. So, what I'm doing here is a lot of unfamiliar territory. It's not something that I do often, not something that I particularly feel like I have any idea what I'm doing. Uh, so the problem is, at this point, I have pretty much everything I need. I have lots of resources, and I don't know how to build well. I'm not the best builder in the world. I mean, as a designer, I pull a lot of skills and a lot of details and a lot of things like that into what I'm doing, so I know what goes with what I should do, and what I should not do as far as putting things together. Uh, Unfortunately, this doesn't carry over well into building because there are a few different kinds of skills that you need, the techniques that you need to use. And I thought by studying real architecture, real buildings, real true to life things that it would help me. No, no, it probably just made it worse. Because this isn't anything like you would see in real life. You might see castles like this, but the castles, we don't make everything castle in Minecraft. There's a tree, here's a mountain, there's a bunch of geishels down there with a cow. I think there's a house over there. It's not quite the same. This world is very different from the world that we've been in. So instead of just giving up, going off into my world, taking absolutely nothing with me, just like I had made a new world, which I did sometimes. It'd be like I was starting a new world, bed and all, and sometimes when I'd move the bed and forget to sleep in a new one, I'd go back to the original area, and then the world could get deleted. Uh, Instead of doing that, what I've done is I've come over here, and I brought a few resources with me. I brought a few maids. What I actually did was I hunted around for the ideal place to build a town. Because originally I made this world with the idea that I was going to go get a few resources, I was going to gather up all my things, and I was going to start building a house here, a workshop there, a couple things like that. I don't think I was going about that the right way, though. What I was doing was I was just doing what I usually do, where I go and build an area for one mod and I build it for another mod, and they don't really go together. There's no continuity. It feels just like a working area. What I want to do is I want to make the world my own. I want this to be my world, Mdio's world. I really want this to be the place that I want to continue building. I want there to be something that I leave here that just you can't find anywhere else. And I appear to be stuck at the moment. And there's that house. So instead of going and studying real life, real architecture, I went on a creative building server. I like playing Toho games. Oh, I've said Tohu for so long that every time it's pronounced Toho. The U on both of the things are silent, and it's one of the reasons we have the Toho item mod in here. I really am stuck. Get off! Get off! Ah, I'm stuck. Let me fix this. Splat. Off we go. I found one of the most detailed servers that I could, and that happened to be, I think it's Yukari-Craft? It's a Tohu world, the world of Gensokyo, and there's just a whole lot of things there. Pretty much everything is a build, and it's massive. The server's been up for a year, and they have 5, 6 worlds. They have humongous builds. Like, there was a build that was as far as my viewing distance could go. Like, everything here was one build. And I just looked at that, and I realized, one, things based on real objects, or at least objects that you have a clear picture of what they are, work a lot better than some of the things that I had been building. Two, I may not be able to do things on a creative mode scale, but I can certainly try to make things like realistic sized if I'm going to make something. Three, I need to develop my own building style. I need to learn how to build inside the game, and I need to learn basically what the game is about. How to rearrange blocks in aesthetically pleasing ways. Now, the reason we're flying around over here is because I went and I searched for a perfect spot. This isn't perfect. I wanted some places with rolling hills that I could work up and down and sideways, and I could put different builds of different heights and basically make 3D structures. And this is a plains. There was a mountain over there. The thing that I like about this, though, is there's a lot of area that is... It's not the same, but it has this sort of feel like this. This right here. This is more or less what I was looking for. And if you average it all out, which you can't really average it, but if you try to, and you'll come up with something like this. You know, you take this part of the world and this part of the world, and you put them together, you get kind of like this. And there's just a large area here for that. So no matter where I go in the surrounding area, there's going to be something to work with. I wanted this sort of area because I don't want to terraform everything. I do not want to flatten this mountain. Oh no. No, 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 no. That would be terrible. I don't want to flatten this. What I want to do is maybe I want to take this cave and I want to make a little hermit house out of it. And then I want to come up here on top of the mountain, like over here, and put a wizard's tower up here. Something that feels like there's an actual thriving town here. And I want to populate every one of the buildings. I want something to be in there. Whether it's a cow, a maid, a horse, a bunch of creepers. I don't want it to feel like an empty town. Is just building for myself is... Well, I've done that a lot already. I've done that too much, and I don't think that I want to do it anymore. Now, the other nice thing about this place is, on the other side of the mountain, we had the plains over there. We have this birch forest. And the birch forest... The birch forest has some of the qualities that I was looking for in a place. This spot is kind of small, but there's more of it over here. And if you go beyond the birch forest, there's a maple forest too. And the maple forest is a little bit flatter than I'd like, but it has a lot of the same qualities as well. You see, this goes over there, and this is like a little hill, and This goes up here. The world does not like loading for me. So, instead of just doing a lot of nothing, we're going to go build around here. We're actually going to build, and I've got a few skills to learn for this. Oh, I'm going to be studying Minecraft architecture instead of real-world ones. I'm going to study a few different kinds, and maybe I'll try and make something realistic eventually, once I have the right idea and know where to go. Now, this is a new biome. It's interesting. Everything around here is kind of flat with rolling hills, but kind of not flat. There's the dungeon, too. Let's go explore that later. Another thing that I've been noticing is that my Let's Plays have been a lot of fluff. It's nice to have some things where you just sit there and, I am gonna go explore. I'm going to conquer this dungeon, and we'll just do whatever we want. But when something goes on this long, there needs to be something more to it. It doesn't... I like the silly. I like such things. But sometimes, with my cake, I want some meat and potatoes to have food synonym. Food, yeah. There was a volcano over here, too. And that's the other thing about this place. When you go out far enough, because this place seems to be like a little hidden valley, surrounded by mountains and cliffs and volcanoes and snow and fire. I have a little retreat, a little area, which isn't actually so little because it covers a few hundred blocks, few thousand actually, maybe. Little in terms of a whole world scale. It's not quite the... It's a region. It's like a biome. A whole area is the same. It can't really be a biome. There's a lot of places that there's like an island with 6 biomes on it in the real world. And the island's only a kilometer or 2 long. So this is what I'm going to do. In fact, let's get started for real. I've got a gap on the other side of this mountain, and my testing earlier with the gaps was that they need to be in the loaded chunk area. So anywhere that there's a gap over there needs to be loaded. I put it on the other side of this mountain, and I'm hoping that this would go to the other side. I guess it's too far away. Give me this. Give me this back. There we go. I want to be able to cross the mountain efficiently. I can wear the traveling gear all the time, but that gets a bit annoying. Especially if I want to go have a dungeon fight. And that's still too far away. I might need to set up a portal network instead of a gap network. I guess we'll just walk over here. Now, this mountain actually has... Oh. It's not anywhere near where I thought it was. The mountain has a lot of the same qualities I was looking for when you're on top of it. It's a bit more hilly than I would like. But it beats the plains where everything is flat. And it's easier to carve out something than it is to fill it in. Although I do have a builder's wand. Or do I? I brought a few supplies with me, a few building materials. And I thought that that would be fine for a beginner house. And if I needed, I could always go fetch more. Where? Ooh. Hello. Billy blew up. Billy was made of meat and bones. Where are my maids? There they are. Okay, so this spot right here is just about right for what I was looking for, because it has sort of a flat area right here, and then there's a hill, and we're going up and down, and there's actually a ravine right here, so we could build something in here. There's a lot of features in these plains, and I'm not sure how many that Biomes of Plenty has added, or that it's just a vanilla thing. Maybe proximity to the mountain changed the world generator so that these plains aren't so flat anymore. Yeah, all I know is I want to build a house. I want to actually build a house. Somewhere to have my own personal me. Somewhere to have me, instead of just walking around and having a whole bunch of workshops and places and things. I need to get back up with the broom. I can't really do that while walking around. Okay, so I am going to make a house here. I'm going to study up a little bit on what goes into a house in general in Minecraft, and in a place that's going to be larger than a 3x3 hut. So I'll be back in a moment. This cow won't leave me alone. What did I ever do to you? I didn't do anything. Run! Jump! I can't go anywhere. I think I've been hit with slowness. And it's still after me. Okay, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna get on. We're gonna fly. Oh, it's still trying to get me. Let's get out of here. I didn't do anything to you, I swear. You don't need to eat. I don't think I need to drink this potion. Okay, I just wanted to get some cobblestone. All I did was go get some cobblestone. Are you mad because I've got that much cobblestone? I'm only going to build a few things out of it. It's not going to be everywhere. I'm not going to make a full cobble house. What are you thinking, dang cow? Moo! I don't know if I've introduced this maid or not. This is Alicia. Alicia is a healer, although she's healing me with steak. That basically means she's going to heal my hunger bar instead of my food or my health bar, so I can walk around without any food, and she'll just follow me. This is the only maid I have with me. Maids tend to get in the way of builds, and they like to fall all over the place, but one should be fine. So I think I'd like to start with something central to the house. Something that probably goes in every house in one way or another. I'm going to start with the fireplace. I'm not going to use furnaces. I'm going to build a big old thing made out of netherrack and fire. Lots of fire. Let's see. So we got a big fire here. There isn't anything out there, right? Yeah, okay. Whoa. Okay, we need to enclose this fire. We need to enclose this in... Wait, hey. Hey, stop that. No, 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 no. This is why we're enclosing the fire. Do I have a water bucket? Nope. Water. Water. Oh, now I'm too late. Oh well. Okay, so let's just fill this up. We need to enclose the entire box, apparently. Don't worry about anything else. Get out of there! There we go. Okay, and I ripped up some of my radishes. Okay, well, this needs to go up a ways. I think I'm just gonna... There we go. Nope. Are you kidding me? Here, how about I just leave this right here, and you can put that out yourself. Okay, good. Now this is just sort of like a smokestack. I think I'm gonna rip out the front here. We're gonna put in some iron bars. Huh, it's like a furnace. big old house. Oh, oh. It's not the look I'm going for, though. Here's my first attempt at a fireplace. Quite honestly, it's a bit too plain for my liking, and it only sort of resembles a fireplace. Everything's made out of the same material. The shape seems to be good, although there's no actual hole for this to go up. It's just a solid block of bricks. I think I can do better. Let's try again. Here's attempt number 2, and I think this one turned out better. I darkened up the bricks a bit. I also added some lighter ones here as a sort of decoration for the top of it. I brought this up a bit. There's only 2 blocks in here now, and it just didn't look right without a floor. Although, this right here looks like it might burn up. I might have to give it a nice grate right here. Why don't we do that right now? We can... whoop. We can take a few of these bricks, and we can turn them into bricks. Although... I don't have a chisel to do that properly. Let's just put in some regular stone down here for now. Ha. That kind of ruins it. That's interesting. Whoops. I had to use the carpenter blocks for certain parts of this, such as this and this, because I wanted slabs. No! Don't do fire. Fire bad. Fire bad. Very bad. Let's get this back in here quickly. Okay, there's no space for fire to spawn, so it won't spawn. I wanted the slab here, but I didn't have any of this, so I just chiseled it. Oh, there we go. And I think it looks best with that one. Okay, so this is the central part of the house. This is probably where the people sit in front of, where we kick back and relax. This will be like a large living area. So I think I'm going to need a bigger floor than this. Maybe come out this way a bit. Oh. There we go. And we'll do the same this way. You're kind of in the way. Let's see if I can move you up. No. Push. Push. Oh. Over. Over. There we go. I made her sit still because she was jumping on everything, but she still feeds me like that. Ew. Where's that water bucket? It is no longer a water bucket. The water's over here. One of the best ways to get rid of all the plants around here is just to flood the place, and you get all the seeds and the flowers and all the other junk that drops. There we go. And that looks like it might be big enough. And I want to put in some furniture in here. Something that feels like home. How do I do furniture? This makes sense to me because this I've seen a lot of. I had one of these in my own house when I was growing up, and we had a few of them, and they all looked close to this. Maybe a little smaller, a little bit less decorated, but still like this. Furniture. How do we do furniture in Minecraft? There's a lot of furniture. Oh my gosh, is there a lot of furniture. And there is enough furniture for each kind in real life to have a Minecraft equivalent. Because apparently people make everything in real life and not in real life in Minecraft. So what I did was I tried to see what was going on behind the scenes. I noticed that a lot of people tried to approximate the shape of things. Like this is a sofa. Now, my sofa is probably a little bit different than others because it's got these wool slabs here. And I don't know how comfortable this would be. Just sit down and... Yeah, my butt is comfy, but my back says it's hitting a big thing of wood. And, you know, I'm about this tall anyway. Me sitting down, I'm gonna just kind of, nope. Nope. There we go, if we could sit down anywhere. Oh, my hat! My hat, no. Okay, done. Yeah, that's not so bad. Yeah, I like that. I did find this. This is a coffee table, I think. But it was so interesting because it was just made out of a few vanilla materials and it looks perfect. So I thought I'd build it. This room, if this is a room, would be pretty much full now. I can walk around, there's plenty of room, but there's still enough in here that it looks like it would be used. I guess I need to put up some walls. Maybe extend it a bit. This is the fireplace. This would be the center of the house. Let's see. Maybe I should have this come out a few more blocks and have a doorway here. Maybe put up like some shelves, something on the wall. Maybe put up some paintings. Yeah, paintings. I've got some wool. Let's make some paintings. Maybe I can put some paintings on the fireplace. That'd be strange, putting up a painting on the fireplace and hoping it stays just fine. In fact, painting? Yes! Yes! Oh, this one needs to go... That... Whoa! That is my fireplace now. I think not. Nope. Nope. Give me that back. Hey, what? Why can't... Is it stuck? Okay, there we go. That was odd. I wonder if I put this, like, here. It doesn't quite fit. These really need to go on walls. The walls, the walls. The floor and the walls generally different, have colors, things, English. The floor and the wall is separate. A fireplace like this, that's this big, doesn't need anything behind it. A smaller one would need like a floor grate made out of stone and a backing made out of brick or something hard and rocky to keep the fire from just charring the wood as time goes by or melting whatever happens to be there. You need some really good fireproof mortar for that. I'm gonna go put up some walls. Then we'll pick out some decorations. There is one important thing. I think this is going to be a rule or a restriction of some sort. That this is my bed. I have to sleep in this house. I have to sleep here, and... Oh. I can't sleep out there. I guess I could sleep right by the fire. Oh, no. By the sofa. I would sleep on the sofa, but it wouldn't save my position. That's... It's a little bit taller than the sofa. Ooh. Oh, it's a little bit taller. Okay, I gotta try something. I need some slabs. We need some oak ones. Yeah, this is going well. I'm actually learning the logistics in building. Okay, so technically we're gonna make a room right here. And I get to sleep in the room. Let's go with cobblestone floor, doesn't matter. This is a room. Ha! Okay, so it just barely sticks out and looks like it's a little mat on the floor. I actually have a sleeping bag for that, but I wanted to see how this looked. Obviously it's not nighttime. In fact, trying to sleep in the middle of the day is probably no good. But I think I've had enough for now. I'm gonna get up some walls on this, and we'll come back after I've got a little bit more of this up. Maybe? Maybe not. We'll see. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again next time.